Mom, Tommy says my skin is brown because I drink chocolate milk. Is that true? I explained to him that his skin was brown because he had something in his skin called melanin, and that everybody has melanin, but some people have more than others, and the more you have, the browner your skin is. And I said, and at your school, you are the kid with the most. And so I went to school the next day and talked with the teacher about how they were handling conversations among these preschoolers about difference. It doesn't have to be a loaded or a toxic conversation, but often because we're so anxious about it, we choose to be silent or silence the young person who's asking that question. And over time, children learn you're not supposed to talk about it. We're all influenced by race and racism in our society. If you're growing up as a young person of color in the society, part of that growing up experience is to get messages from the wider world about who you are racially and how people are responding to that. As you become an adolescent, you start to think about questions of identity in ways that lead you to seek out people who are having similar experiences to yours. So it's not a surprise when we see young people, particularly in adolescence, gathering together in similar groups, or as we like to say in the title of my book, the black kids sitting together in the cafeteria. But of course, it's not just black kids, it's Latinos, it's Asians, it's Native Americans. You see white kids sitting together too, but people don't usually comment on that. So one of the things I try to help people understand is that affirming identity and finding ways to do that is a positive thing, but we also want to find ways to help young people connect across lines of difference. Residential segregation and school segregation go together. And to the extent that the schools and the neighborhoods are segregated, it means that the social networks that help you find employment, that help you access higher education, that help you move up the economic ladder are more limited, and that's a problem. That famous quote that the problem of the 20th century is the problem of the color line could certainly be used again in the 21st century. We are still dealing with racial hierarchies, we're still dealing with white supremacy, we're still dealing with the kind of systematic racism that impacts communities of color. One of the reasons I think that we are still struggling with these issues is because we have tried to avoid dealing with them. We don't talk enough. And in part, our silence allows the problem to be perpetuated because you can't solve a problem if you can't talk about it.